The following is a live broadcast talk given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on May 10th, 2010 in Los Angeles, California.
Mukhakaroti Lajal, Pangulangai Tenging, Yat Kita Shalan Vande, Sri Guru Nithaya, Paramananda Sri Chaitanya Swaram, Hari Om Tat Sat. We then are listening to some book distribution nectar from Radharani Devidasi and Vrindavan Lila Devidasi. So they gather some Sankirtan Leelas to share with me. So I'm very much grateful. This ecstatic exchange where the devotees are representing Krishna and giving the transcendental literature to the fallen souls is very, very enlivening. That Krishna is giving out His mercy. He enters he's already in the heart of each individual soul, and He uses that individual soul to represent Him. So, we're hearing how they were distributing books early on almost, but then they thought, I'll finish early, I can stop distributing and go home and take a rest. No sooner than they think about their personal sense of gratification, the book distribution stopped. So, like this, the next day, they changed their attitude again, and again the books started to flow. So this is the secret. We may think that we're distributing, but we should think that rather it's Krishna Gauranga who distributes. He uses us as an instrument in His hand. So this is a great opportunity to get the mercy. I was very fortunate that I could go out and traveling a bus party and read distributing books. So Prabhupada gave me a quota that every month I should distribute 10,000 large books and 100,000 small. Of course, if I were to achieve that, I'm sure he would say, double it. So this was what Prabhupada used to do. So we have a great opportunity to visit various leaders of society, to visit the different storefronts, to distribute Prabhupada's books. One sari shop that sold expensive saris said, for those saris that cost more than, I forget the amount, say, 5,000 to 10,000 rupees, they'll give one Bhagavad Gita to each customer free with the sari. So he purchased like 30,000 saris, 30,000 Bhagavad Gitas in one shot. And that year I did well in the international scoring. So, sometimes we would get a good person like that who would take a big quantity of books. Sometimes we went ordinary people. We were fortunate if they purchased one book. So, but we could see the hand of Krishna working. Why I let the devotees distribute the books. I went to find a place where would we stay that night. So in India, I asked around, who is the most pious devotee in the whole town and the village, who sponsors the Namhatas, the Harinam, Yagyas, and so on. So I would get 4 or 5 people's names who were very pious, who sponsored the Hare Krishna chanting, so on. And then I go to them, and I wouldn't ask to stay in the house. Rather, I would ask advice. Yes, sir, you know this town very well. Is there any person in the town that might give us a room and put us up for the night? And usually that right person would say, no, I will give you the room. Stay with me. Oh, I don't want to be a burden. No, I won't be a burden. We'll be very happy. Please stay with us. So we would carry a small deity at a time. Now the Sankirtan parties have big deities. Well, we had a small deity. And then I would go with a list from the cook. Sir, where is the market? I want to go and buy food for our deities. Market? Let me see your list. That's okay. He took the list by force. He said, I'll get it. Don't worry. This is India. So, they are very kind. In India, the pious people, they like to feed sadhus, they like to have a guest. So, like this, I would spend the time while all the devotees were out doing the book distribution. I would see the big people in the town and try to arrange for some program and some staying. Then we would prepare the bhoga and offer to the deity, and then we would also give a plate or two, or 3, to the owner of the house, his wife, his grandparents, or however many are there. We'd give them the prasad. So, although we were their guests, it was as if they were our guests. That Krishna had come, he had taken over the house, and Krishna was feeding them. Krishna prasadam ki jai. So, like this, we had a very ecstatic time distributing of Prabhupada's book. So, when I hear these pastimes, it is very enlivening to me. Unfortunately, when I was in India, I was in the, I couldn't hear Sankirtan pastimes much. But of course, I did hear some hospital preaching pastime at the Bhaktivedanta hospital. So at that time, they told me so many stories. Every day I would get some story. So like that, in Leela, she promised me one story a day. So how are you doing now?
I have credit.
How much?
I have to calculate it.
She said she has credit. Well, that's all right. But I already have credit and did it. So this Chaitanya Alila is a nectar. So we see that through the book distributed that actually Lord Chaitanya is giving his mercy. I heard over the years many pastimes of bhakti distribution. One pastime reaches me, my thought time. There's one guy in France. He was very frustrated. He thought, there's no hope for me. So he decided to go fishing. So there he got his rod and his line and his hook, and he went to go fishing. So he cast the hook into the water, and it seemed like he got a big fish. It was very heavy. He wound it in. It was so heavy. He very carefully wound it, moving it left, right. And finally he got out to the surface. It was not a fish, it was a fox. What is this? He took out the box and opened up. Inside was the Bhagavad Gita as it is. He read, he became devotee. So somehow Krishna, he manifested himself in the form of in the box. At these bhaktis in the hospital, they also are distributed books. And then, let me tell one story. At night shift, there is this nurse. And nurses on night shift are supposed to be ready. If you ring the bell, ding, 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 they come running. So, I had the experience because I was in the ICU, so if I rang a bell in the Hinduja hospital, they would come. But in this case, she was sleeping on duty. Not a good thing. And her ward was included a library of Prabhupada's books and some other books. So while she was sleeping, Srila Prabhupada appeared to her and came inside her dream and said, "You're sleeping on duty. Why don't you read my books? You can read my books while you're on duty. The library is next door. You read the books, and in this way, your life will become perfect. Then he disappeared. She woke up startled. And she realized Prabhupada visited her in her dream. So after that, she started to read Prabhupada's books, reading them in her dream. I was reading alive after getting the instruction from Prabhupada in her dream. She said, Prabhupada ki Jai. So, like that, all kinds of personal exploration is coming to the Bhakti solution. So, I'm going to let each of them tell one more story. Anything of any question, if you have any question, we will answer your question. Thereafter, it's time to distribute the Mahaprasada on the sacred month of Purushottam.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Countdown.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay.
Kumar,
So recording that?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
No, let's stop that.
I didn't stop.
Okay.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I have a question. I'm kind of wanted to ask you personally, but I'll ask you. I find myself very critical of finding faults of people, and I have very little tolerance of forgiving them, especially when they break the Krishna conscious principle, like four regulative principle, and when people say something and don't follow through. So if you can help me how I can be more tolerant when I come across the situation, especially my fellow devotee community people.
Hare Krishna. Of course, in this regard, His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj is to give seminars on controlling anger and forgiveness. This was his specialty, because he was also trained as a psychologist or psychiatrist.
Psychology.
Huh?
Psychology.
Psychology. So he used to give in Mayapati seminars, and many devotees came and told me they're very appreciative of his seminars, that they touched their heart. You see, quite I think it was Lord Jesus who said, as you treat others, you should treat others where you want to be treated. In the Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tang Sadaiva Vajaniham. As you approach me, I reciprocate. So if someone approaches Krishna very angry or intolerant, so then Krishna also reciprocates. And he can be intolerant and angry if he wants. So either one, then we all want Krishna to do that very mercifully. So I was present in the room when one of the Atithis in Australia was suffering some a weakness in his Krishna consciousness. So when senior devotee said, we drove this devotee out of the temple because he was weak. But then Prabhupada began to cry. He said, no, that devotee did a lot of service. Then any week now, or he should have mercy, to please fall down at his feet, lay him 3 times to come back, take up devotional service. And like this, after 3 times of being, he doesn't come back. Well, at least you tried. But maybe he'll come back after 3 times of being. So like this, we have another example how Prabhupada, he was very merciful to the conditioned souls. And so we should also want to be like that. Prabhupada, he said, well, I'm an elderly Indian, so I can get away with telling some people, good telling things, but you cannot imitate me. So, we saw that being a foreigner, if you were too heavy or too pointed, the people would reject. What is this foreigner telling us so? We had to be a little tactful how we approach the people. So, Lord Chaitanya, he said that we should try to avoid being offensive, and we should engage in the service of the Lord. So, in our dealings with others, sometimes we would find a weak person or a person who had a disease, but it's easy to reject those people. It's hard to actually bring them back. Bhakti-Thakur, he had different services at his Nalhana. So one of the services was laundryman, doula. So they thought, what does a laundryman have to do with the devotional service? So he explained, the laundryman takes the dirty cloth and he takes out all the spots and all the stains and he cleans it. So like that, a laundryman in the Nalhada is someone who can take people who are covered by illusion, and they can take out the stains and the coloring and give them a new life, a new clean existence. So like that, each of the souls they're able to do a lot of different activities which liberate the soul. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Guru Maharaj,
Okay, look, that's it.
hay questions.
Cookie time.
8.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe tomorrow.
For tomorrow.
It's Spanish to English.
Save it for tomorrow.
I share.
Ah,
Guru Maharaj wants to hear. Léala.
léalas.
Léala.
Una. Singular, una.
Le tiramos una moneda a ver a cuál.
La
La
primera.
primera. You again. 9:35.
Choose the best one.
O sea,
Porque vale la primera de la primera, no la primera es la primera. Ok, pregunta. Sorry.
Pero lo puede leer hoy.
No, pues. Se la ayuda,
No,
¿no?
no, para recordar la materia.
Él la va a leer y se la dice mañana, creo.
Okay, in Spanish, one in Spanish is Amado Guru Maharaj, my dear Guru Maharaj, what to do to remember the motivation, the lost motivation. It's no good that the devotees of ISKCON participen
Ya en español.
Ya en español dice.
en el programa de ISEP. Well, this is, looks like another question.
That's from Colombia, probably.
Yeah, it's two questions actually. Yeah. But the first one is that, no?
It's what do you think about
Dear
it?
Guru Maharaj, what to do to recover the lost motivation? It's a short question.
Get the microphone back.
You're on
I thought that you wanted me to answer it. That's 5 more questions, 2 in English. At least 1 English, 1 Spanish, Guru Maharaj.
so one
From India
question
too.
is what to do with Isa.
If you lose the motivation, no, maybe the enthusiasm or something like that.
What do you do when you lose the enthusiasm? And the second part of the question is
No. This looks like another
two
question.
different questions.
It's the same devotee, but I don't know. It looks like.
But it's two parts in the question.
Yeah, maybe he's well, he know, but maybe losing the motivation or the enthusiasm because some devotees from ISKCON got participation in this program they said, no. But he give this like an example, no. You understand? You know what is ISEP?
He said this, Alana Group.
Explícale, Yaganio.
I don't know, Swami, he split.
That's what he said.
On that was with his at one point, but he associated in the name Isa, International Society for Education and
Tienes Instituto Superior de
De estudios médicos
Instituto
superiores.
Superior. ¿Eh?
Estudios médicos.
Estudios médicos. So, East is gone, it's up. So, but generally, Prabhupada said we should not go outside ISKCON to other groups. So if he wants to be part of ISKCON or somehow affiliated with ISKCON, we have a way to do that. Otherwise, it's a bit dangerous because we don't know what he teaches. He may teach something now that's a separate from ISKCON. So generally speaking, we shouldn't go outside of ISKCON. In Mayapur, at some occasion, like the appearance of Bhakti Siddhanta at Saraswati Thakur, we observe one program in a year, which all the Gaudiya speakers, they come and speak something about Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Each has 5 or 7 minutes to speak. ISKCON thinks they speak. Something like that we do in Mayapur. Whether a local GBC wants to do that, that's up to him. Whether they should attend the meeting, I would say that unless they join ISKCON, they should. But of course, it's up to the local GBC whether or not he has any agreement with them that they'll strictly follow his teachings. That would be my question. So, what was the second part?
No,
That was the second part.
That was basically the
yeah,
second part.
basically, you answered both questions.
One more question.
Like the one in English.
No, but
In English,
because
okay.
there are two questions and
English. Lea solo una en inglés.
one from Sri Rasika Prabhu, and he said that one question for another Mataji, Rasapriya Gopi Devida, Gopika Devidasi from Mumbai. Is that how can we be consistent in our practice of Krishna consciousness? Because many times I tend to slide down from the standard.
Stand up, stand down.
Standard.
Standard.
Slide down.
Oh, the standard.
I then slide down.
Yeah. Okay.
It says we should try to have good association. If we associate with devotees who are stronger or more fixed than we are, then generally you can say the devotees will stay in a more fixed, senior position. So we try to encourage that devotees should marry with other devotees, and they should treat each other with respect, and they should try to, together as a team, execute their Krishna consciousness, and they should do their family duties at the same time, and they should chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
And they should try to reach as many conditioned souls as possible. So, these are the advices. Okay?
Very well.
So, come forward and get your prasad.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare